long-range free kick finds its way. Well, I thought that was the referee says that's a penalty. The free kick comes in, and I think she's going to produce a card as well. It's a yellow card for Thorisdottir. Kaagman from the spots. Referee blows her whistle. Kaagman, oh, it's a really powerful strike past Maria. And it will be Brighton who take the lead. Kaagman from 12 yards out. Brighton 1, Manchester United 0. Badger with the ball back in. Danger zone really here for Brighton. It's just bouncing around. It might come out, and it's shot just over. It was Millie Turner going just over the Brighton crossbar. Staniforth to take. Staniforth into the 18-yard box. Oh, it's headed just over. A real chance from close range. At least see if she could force the save from Megan Walsh. At the other end, though, it's Jarrett. Jarrett straight at Earps, who has to drop down to her left to collect. Staniforth turns and plays this forward. This could be a chance. Manchester United straight at Walsh from Sigsworth. Probably the best chance so far in open play.
So Casey, Hope Powell sets up a very organised side, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's not anything we didn't expect. I said in my pre-match interview they'd be organised, so they were exactly what we thought they would be.
Yeah, and they're in decent form, aren't they, going into this game? As you said, they can lose a game, but then they can also thrash a side as well.
Yeah, we never know really what Brighton team's going to turn up, and they turned up very hard working, very dogged, very organised. We gave them, a leg up in the game, obviously with the penalty, which was unfortunate. They were hard to break down, albeit we had good chances. Did we lack a bit of intensity, a bit of killer instinct in that first half particularly? Yeah, and we've had chances and not took them. We needed to raise our levels. But, I'm a head coach of this team, and as I always say, the responsibility lies with me to get results, and we didn't get that today. You are missing a lot of players, though, creative players. Leah, Tobin, Kristen, Alessia, LJ goes off. It doesn't give you a lot of options, does it, up top when you're missing those kind of players? No, it doesn't. It doesn't give us a lot of options at all. That's why I tried to push a centre half up front towards the last 5 minutes and play off the front a bit more, just to give us a bit more of a direct threat. Injuries have not helped us at all, but I won't make it an excuse. We should still have enough in this squad to come here and get a result. And give credit to Brighton, they did defend well. They like you said, pinched that penalty and sat back, and we really had to go at them. And it's tough, isn't it, to break down a team when they stick 11 behind the ball like that? Yeah, it is, and they fought for their lives, defended for their lives, and the chances we did have, unfortunately, we just weren't clinical in those moments. What about the penalty decision? What did you make of that one? I actually haven't seen it back. I did see some footage, but it wasn't clear, so I haven't had a clear view of that yet. And particularly in the second half, we came out, we had an intense kind of 10-15 minute period. Jess has a great effort saved. That goes in and the momentum swings our way. Yeah, goals change games. Millie has the chance from the header of the set piece in the first half. Jess does the 1v1 with the keeper in the second half, and those moments change games, don't they? But listen, we don't want to come here and lose. It's a very disappointed and dejected dressing room. Now it's international break, time to refresh, recover, and then we need a reaction when we come back in. Yeah, so how will we react to this then? What do we do now to bounce back? We work to get better, we work to get players back fit as well. So I think that'll make a difference if we've got more attacking options on the pitch. And we make sure that it's a penalty. We were hard to beat today in certain moments, so I can't criticise the team for that. But I thought it was our in-possession decision-making that let us down. So we'll analyse that, we'll pull it apart, and we'll make sure we're better next time around. So Lucy, that was a tough afternoon for us today, wasn't it?
Yeah, very disappointing. I think all we can do is apologise for that. We knew what we were coming to face, and obviously we've conceded off a set piece and conceded a penalty from that, and I think it's just so disappointing because we knew what we were coming here and facing, and nothing changed. We had chances, we should have scored, and yeah, just real disappointment. And like I say, I just want to apologise for that.
Brighton, though, they were well organised defensively, weren't they? They pinched that penalty and then pretty much defended for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and like I say, I don't think it was anything that we weren't expecting, which was why we had to fly out the traps and try and get something early on to try and put them on the back foot, and obviously we didn't manage to do that. And I just think it's just naive of us to give away a chance for them like that. Obviously that's what they were hoping for. They were hoping to get something out of the game and then just soak up all the pressure, and they're good at it. They've done it previously in the year against Chelsea, and they've done it again today to us.
Second half we came out with a bit more intensity. We had that Jess effort which was saved.
Yeah.
If that goes in, it's a different game, isn't it?
Completely. Yeah. It's not just Jess's fault though. Obviously we had a few chances in the first half, and set pieces, maybe we could have got something off them. I know Mel had a chance as well in the first half, and it's just real disappointment that we've not managed to come away with something. I think the most disappointing thing was perhaps just, I don't know, how we fought for the game. Could we have fought more? But maybe if Jess had scored that chance, we'd be looking at it in a different light.
Creatively, when you're missing Leah, Tobin, Kristin, Alessia, LJ goes off, it doesn't give you a lot of options, does it?
But we've still got quality. We're still good enough to beat Brighton. We're still good enough to draw against Brighton, get something out of the game. And I think perhaps what we learned today is that you can't always score the perfect goal. It comes off someone's backside, happy days, and maybe that's where we just got to fight a bit more in their box to get something. Are we following in chances? Are we putting our body on the line? I think obviously those players that you mentioned give us extra quality, but we're good enough to beat Brighton. So
how do we bounce back then from today?
Well, obviously we've got a period of time now with the international break, and I think it comes at a good time for us just to put this game to bed and focus on what we can do in the future. I think obviously just hard work and back to basics. I think hopefully everyone that goes away comes back safe and we hit the ground running in the next game.